What's up, guys? Back on the channel for a quick one today, and that is installing our Mishimoto Coolant Reservoir on our 2018 Ford Focus RS. So big thanks to Mishimoto for sending this one over. Big supporters of the channel and of myself for several years now. Couldn't be happier to be continuing working with them. Great looking part, right? Aluminum, great construction as you'd expect from them. Always cool on their parts. You'll see one of these serial number plates. Got all the warranty information on it. Great guys to work with, great parts, reasonable prices. And if you look on their website, they're usually running some kind of special or some kind of deal. One of the coolest things about Mishimoto, I've never bought anything from them. These guys just know how to package their stuff, man. Everything is just custom made in the box. Always feels like a treat when you're opening it up. It's like Christmas. Really well packaged, really well made parts. So excited to get this one installed. Let's get after it. Alright guys, reasonably simple install on this one. May want to have some extra coolant available if you don't already. Run to the hardware store, run to the auto parts store and get some. Ford does list a specific coolant for these cars. Quite frankly, it does cross to Dex Cool. So if you have access to GM Dex Cool, it works just as well. Make sure it's the orange stuff. Start by taking the lid off. We will reuse this lid. Everything simply pops off. Now, we do have quite a bit of coolant left in this one, so you're wondering, how do we get that out? There's a couple of different ways to do it, right? Doesn't need to be super exciting. There's a couple of ways. One is simply disconnect everything and deal with the fact that you're going to get some coolant everywhere. The other is, man, if you have access to a brake bleeder kit with a vacuum system, you can simply vacuum all of your coolant out. And different kits have different volumes. This is just a small, super cheap kit from Harbor Freight that's been sitting in my toolbox. I figured let's give it a shot. Let's see how many times it's going to take us to do this. It's not going to be super quick, but again, it saves us making a mess and wasting a bunch of good coolant. Alright, the way this one is situated, I think it's easiest to put the lid back on. Make sure that bad boy is tight. And we're going to work our way to knocking this clamp off. And like pretty much every one of these, it's a little bit of a wrestling match. If you do end up losing any coolant, good way to take care of that problem. Alright, if you're careful, you're not really going to spill much. Now we are going to knock off this little bad boy from the old one and place it on the new one. All right, from our kit, I'm going to take that little rubber cover, place it on there. All right. Not particularly difficult. This new piece is pretty nice, so I don't think we really want to scratch it up. Also helps if you make sure you get both of these little covers installed. Got our hose on and got it turned slightly, making sure we got it orientated the right way. Kind of here why I like putting those rags on stuff. That clamp right back where it belongs. When you're installing these, it takes a little bit of play back and forth just to make sure getting everything right where it needs to be. There we go. All right, got that back to home. That is going to use the OEM clamp. All right, got that settled all the way down. And this does have a sight glass on the side right here. I'm going to go ahead and fill it up. Utilizing our sight glass. One of the good things about this Mishimoto tank is it does hold about 1.5 times what the OEM tank did. So we're just going to add a little bit more coolant to the top. And we're going to be done with this task. And man, this really does tidy up the engine bay. Everything matching, either blue, black, or polished. Turned out really nice. Big improvement, not only from an aesthetic standpoint, it looking a lot better, but it does hold additional coolant, so we're going to be able to have a lot more fun out on track and not have to worry about overheating issues. Mishimoto does offer this in black, red, or crinkle blue. With this being a blue car, I wanted a little bit of a contrast, so we went with our good old standard go-to here, a flat black. I think it looks great. We are going to get these pieces pinstriped, add a little bit of color under the hood, but didn't want to go with a crinkle blue on here, and then the satin slash somewhat shiny blue, somewhat gloss blue there. So it's a little bit of a contrast. I think it ties in pretty neatly with some of the other pieces under the hood. Hope you guys do like that also. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, please feel free to leave us some comments. Love to hear from you guys. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks.